Full stadium. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
On the ground, it's Sands. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Off play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Owls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Messer. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The inside handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Messer. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. takes the handoff. It's Sands. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires complete on the crosser. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that 1st. Why not give it to him again?
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Owls. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute.
The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Complete on the shuffle. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. On the move, it's Owens. Got the first down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires it. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. The throw. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. They want to throw it. He caught it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's another FIU.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking for space. It's Sands. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Sands. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Sands. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They'll send the back in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a gap, it's Sands. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. Pulls it in, it's Owens. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Dawson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Got a man, it's Dawson.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back now.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
They'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Snagged out of the air. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.